Welcome to Shattered Ships, brought to you by Fandom Encounters. This is your DM Matt, guiding you on your pirate adventure through the seas of Corsair. Join our party, the Human Fey Wanderer Ranger Tesha Gwyn, played by Bobby, the Sea Elf Pirate Kensei Monk Trigger, played by Seth, and the Owlin Swords Bard, played by Alan, as they do their best to navigate this new world and find their place in it. In Corsair, where piracy is freedom, and freedom is dangerous. Well, as we dive back in, Kachi, having made a pact with the Amethyst Aria, this gemstone he recovered, in enabling the party to succeed in the orphanage, bringing down an entire building on top of these eyeball creatures that they've faced off with, completing a Cursebreaker mission, forging some alliances, and saving their own skins in the process. The party, with the eyeballs buried, you can almost feel this heavy presence, this toxic area, this cursed energy around the orphanage dissipate. Trigger's compass goes a bit quieter now that you're on the surface. The building itself seems less hostile, although it is out a headmistress slash kind of caretaker. Luckily, the surviving children have been ushered to Gilda's Keep, where Knifethorn's mom works as a medic. And the party is safe and sound with their allies Onyx and Zeklin. Zeklin kind of this strong centaur, huffing and puffing a bit after the climb. Not the easiest thing for a centaur, but with dash action can make it. Kind of looking around as Onyx kind of like takes inventory, like, okay, we should probably get a message. We should probably get a message back to headquarters about the eyeballs, right?
Yeah, but
we need to get to Gilda's.
Yeah, I think we wait until we get with Kettle, because we want to make sure that we're all on the same page. You know, just so headquarters is
good.
Cool.
Good point. Yeah, Kettle's kind of like Arkachi.
Could we have one of you go to headquarters? Could we have both of them go to headquarters?
No. I think let's all stick together, right?
We can also find. We can just find like there's like a few messengers in town. We can flag one of the messengers down. They can pass it along. That's how we've done it before.
Do that after we go to Gilda's, because we should all arrive.
Yeah.
So that
exactly. We have both you.
Yeah, we don't want anybody's group, looking better or worse than the others. Frankly, we might have to just you guys looked really bad, so we don't want to completely overshadow you. So you might just not want to bring us up at all. Honestly.
Well, we don't want to make any Gilda suspicious.
Oh yeah, true. And then there's Gilda to take care of, because Gilda's,
Zeklin plays along with Trigger like a little too hard. Like, yeah, we got our butts kicked, didn't we, kid? Like chiding in, where to the point where it feels patronizing, but he picked up on the fact that that's what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of did. Never mind. You know what? Not worth talking about. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Zeklin shrugs off, he is cloak, because he's a centaur, and I didn't really know how to picture a centaur in a cloak. He kind of has a vest. That's Veritas.
Yeah, it's if the centaur wears the cloak, is it like this or like this?
Yeah. So he bundles it up and stashes it in a saddlebag, as Onyx does the same, kind of puts it in the satchel that once held this mechanical spectator. And you guys head to Gilda's Keep.
At a certain point,
keeps trying to start conversations with you, Trigger. That was so cool. When you ran up right to that big guy.
No, yeah. Hey, Onyx. Hey, do you want to do me a favor? Can you scout ahead? Just make sure that we're not being, just do the follow behind and the whole scouting thing. Be a lookout.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm great at that.
I know. I can tell.
Drifting and leaving Trigger alone.
Okay, I'm starting to understand why you guys treat me the way that you do a little bit. It's all coming into a little bit more context.
You need to walk in someone else's shoes to truly understand their struggles.
I'm not that annoying, am I?
No, I think you're endearing. I like you most of the time. And when I don't, I usually tell you.
Yeah, Onyx
Yeah.
is just a little, he's a little young.
Oh,
Right.
no, Declan. Oh, gosh. Oh, man.
Yeah,
You were
exactly.
here the whole time? Yeah, no. He
Let
means
everyone know
well.
I'm here.
Yeah, thanks, Declan. I'm really happy that you're here.
Oh, yeah,
Right now.
absolutely. We watched each other's backs pretty well, didn't we, kid? And like,
I think so.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so too.
Well, I'm gonna sit
We
in
all do.
silence now.
No, all right, Trigger. Cool. Awesome. Kachi is like absolutely like not like tweaking, but like you're just having this power go through him, and he's like already exhausted, and now he's like, okay, awesome, yeah, cool. So next time, exactly, yeah, great job out there.
Yeah, thanks. I'm
Yeah,
built for
absolutely,
taking hits.
absolutely.
What are we
I
going
appreciate
to
it.
tell Gilda when it comes to the eye stalks?
That's a good question. I mean, if you
Are
guys
we
are
going to be
kind of
truthful?
okay with saying like it was like a joint thing, we can all kind of get paid for this. We can just treat it like curse breakers. I don't,
Should we say that the shadows attacked us? Those shadowy figures?
we could say that like the teacher was a banshee.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That seems pretty. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we gotta talk about the eye though.
Well, what about it?
Like how they were everywhere.
With Gilda, because we can send a message back to headquarters here. I don't know how much.
Right. We don't need to tell Gilda that. We wouldn't want Gilda to know.
Well, also, I know I said I was gonna sit in the silence, but you know how hard that is for me. The last person that, Declan, are you cool?
Of course.
Sorry, Coral.
Of course.
I mean, I'm gonna
Zeklin's
try.
cool. We're with Zeklin.
Oh, right, with a Z. Right, I keep forgetting.
We're with them.
Right, I know, but like, cause we still
all three
don't
of
know
you
each
give
other.
me an insight check on Zeklin.
Great.
It's not about if we trust him or not. We tell him we trust him and that we would never betray him.
I can't get a
stab him in
read.
his back.
17.
got a 10.
Ooh, 22.
Nice. Trigger, hard to read, kind of like you said. Both Kachi and actually no, he rolled very poorly, so actually he didn't beat Trigger. He's a fairly open book. You ask if he's cool, he kind of like gives a second to like kind of look at himself like, I'm a buff, strong centaur. Yeah. But as far as like before he responds, he kind of like looks real quick. I'd say he looks real quick at Gwyn to be like, how do I respond to this?
We're just stressful. We're in a tense situation. You see, we're faithful to one cause, but we are working as double agents, and so I think, when you're this stressed, you can have moments of doubt, but we're obviously with you.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
just want to make sure that anything we say in front of you won't be repeated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, I know Kettle's tight with you guys.
Right, but like an
Veritas
alliance
is about transparency, but we're not tattletales or anything like that.
right. Like we can be more loyal to each other than to Veritas.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
because
see
you
where
guys
you're
know the old C expression, right? Snitches.
They get shot
Snitches
in the
get
face.
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, snitches get
shot in the
snitches
face.
get fucking murdered. Yeah, they get shivved.
Go
Yeah,
ahead
that
and
was the
give
old
me
expression.
Go and give me a persuasion check with advantage, as Kachi and Trigger give you a little bit of a help with some seafaring platitudes.
Natural 20 for a 29.
Oh, of course. Like, whoever's in charge, they have their own agendas. We're at kind of the same level. We trust each other. Like, that sounds good.
Cool. Okay, that's all I want to check. Because here's the thing, and because I didn't know if I wanted to talk around you, but now I don't really care.
Yeah.
The eye thing kind of reminded me of this eye that I was carrying around in my back pocket for a while. That had been given to me by my former captain, still current captain. It's complicated, but we're good. Don't worry. I don't think we need to delve too far into that.
Wait,
and I gave that.
You washed up on shore with an eyeball?
Well, yeah. I mean, it had been given to me.
Yeah,
because my captain had ripped it out of the face of a man who probably fucking sucked. So it
yeah,
didn't really matter.
by the Cyclops.
Yeah. You know the Cyclops?
Yeah, he took out the ship I was on, and that's how I washed up here. He shoved an eyeball in my hand and tossed me overboard. I gave it to Gilda when I had arrived. That was like 10 years ago.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You met the Cyclops, and he didn't, tear you limb from limb?
Tore a lot of people limb from limb.
Yeah, I mean, I know you got a lot of limbs, so.
Yeah, I mean, I was a lot smaller at the time. He said I wasn't worth killing, so he sent the weakest one in as a messenger.
He probably changed his
Does the Cyclops routinely drop people off here?
Yeah, this
It's
seems like a
lot of the same story.
I don't know. I mean, because my story's a little different. Because I'm really tight with the Cyclops. We're kind of, I know I said captain, but really almost best friends. His brother, father, mom, ferret. It's really the language is different, but I don't. Mine wasn't like a mercy thing. He was like he really trusted me thing. So I think he's probably just changed the way that he, handles things now. You probably fucked it up so bad that he knew he needed somebody from his own crew to deliver the message.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so Gilda.
Do you know anybody else?
Probably it.
The Cyclops.
Do you know anybody else with this story?
I mean,
Sorry, Bobby.
No, you're good.
Cyclops attacks a lot of ships in the area. If he's the reason a shipwreck washes in, odds are somebody's got an eye.
And do they all give it to Gilda like we did?
I did.
I did too.
Weren't we instructed to meet her first?
I was just told to deliver a message. I don't really. I mean, I kind of just assumed to find the captain person and do that. Do you know what you had been told?
I was on the ship that got attacked.
No, I'm talking to Zek Deck.
I was told to send it as a message to whoever's in charge. So, washed up as like
Gilda.
a teen, and asked around for a bit till I got ran to Lance at some point.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's probably like a weird eye infection, like a weird eye herpes or something. That's probably like what it is, and it's probably like a medical syphilis kind of thing that people get in their eyes.
Knife Storm's old lady can fix you up, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Can I message Gwen, message cantrip, just being like, okay, so wait, hold on. If they go back to their people, they're gonna know that we don't work for them because it's gonna get to somebody that we don't work for.
Done.
Veritas. This isn't sending. I can say whatever I want.
Oh.
I'm like, why are you counting?
Why'd you just yell done?
I'm done with this life.
Have you been farting this whole time?
Yeah.
Wait, where's farts?
You can't have them report about us.
No.
It has to be just them.
Okay,
Finished
hold
it.
on. We can deal with this after Gilda. When we go to Gilda, do we talk about the eye?
Either we lie and we see how she reacts to the lie, or we just tell the truth so that I think we try to keep Gilda as calm as possible about us, because we're about to ask to adopt all these children. So I think we pretend to be as stupid around Gilda as possible, lower our threat level. She has no idea that we're planning anything. Plus, if we don't lie to her, if we end up needing to side with her, it'll be easier. I just think we want to keep our options open. We can either go with Gilda and that alliance, or we can go with Veritas, but we don't really know we don't know or trust either. So either way, we just want both of them to like us.
Volcano Los Dos.
Right.
A little Loxodon for you.
We just can't get caught. And if we get caught, we'll say, yeah, we were playing both sides, and then we pick the other one. You know what I mean? When they're not going to work together to get us, we're not that much of a target.
I think as long as we say, we don't even have to say that like this was from the Cyclops. We could just say there should be more people rotating around.
We try to look like we don't know anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then maybe on the way out, whoever's the riskiest can say, it kind of reminded me, maybe Trigger probably, because he can get away with it. Maybe it kind of reminded me of that I gave you, and see if there's something there. And then we're like, okay, bye. Because we still don't want to talk about it in front of her.
No.
In my head.
Okay. Kachi will like go a little faster. It's like, okay, we got this. Come on, let's go.
Yes, but everyone picks up the speed just a little bit as they head for Gilda's Keep.
Am I sitting on Zeklin as this is happening?
If you'd like to, you could.
Can I? So I can be taking well, I guess I can just do the amulet, or I can just do the amulet. You know what? This is probably making me a little contemplative anyways. I'll just sit and I'll think, and that'll be my short rest.
Nice, yeah. Zeklin offers to give you a lift. Thanks,
Tech.
Yeah, no problem. As you guys head for Gilda's Keep, it is late. So there are some like defenses in place at Gilda's Keep, like probably some like guards you haven't seen before. Like Lance isn't stationed out front, but as you kind of like approach the guards, they kind of like, not that they were like, they're not like standing like pikes crossed, kind of just like chilling, chatting with each other, like the night shift basically, and kind of like okay, and stand up as you all kind of approach the front of Gilda's Keep. Just like two fairly like still like looking humanoid guards. Yeah. Would you guys need help with something?
Hey, yeah, no, we had some people come here earlier with some kids. We got to talk to Gilda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kettle said you guys were going to be heading this way. You with them?
Yep.
Yeah, yep. Cool. Come on in this way. And they kind of like bring you in like the main floor that you guys have entered in before. Just like, yeah, the medic is down to the right. You'll find Dr. Potpourri right in there. Like down last door on the right.
Okay, we'll go. Do we hear children?
You probably hear a couple, like...
Okay.
Like you go, like the directions, like it's the first floor, medic is on the first floor. Probably passing some doors you've seen before, like an armory and just like some storage closets and stuff as you guys walk through this area. Having come to the Gilda's Keep before, the end of the hallway, there's a stairwell that kind of goes up. I haven't finished drawing the map yet, but it's in progress. As the medic supplies are kind of at the end here on the right. And like as you guys kind of like approach, you hear like the chittering of like very like soft like voice, like almost like this musical trill humming, something akin to a lullaby that you can hear like through the cracked door.
Knock knock, and I'll open the door.
As like you open the door, like the lullaby kind of like slows for a second, and as you step inside, you see a number of cots kind of set up. The children all kind of laying down. A few of them have I forget what it's called, but almost like a compress or something here, some bandages tied up here. They all kind of have like the ones like the most of them kind of have like bandages kind of around their heads. The future members of the eye patch batch, as Kettle is kind of helping this pixie is kind of like humming as she's kind of floating around and helping. Kettle is kind of following her around, doing what she can to assist with the limited healing abilities that she has, and Knife Thorn is kind of just like floating, was kind of like running supplies, and then when you guys came in, kind of came over to you guys. Hey, you guys seem like you're in one piece.
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like glowing with this weird aura, man.
Yeah, Kachi, I
What are
didn't
you
want to
talking
say anything, but you kind of look great.
I feel amazing. Great. Awesome. I could also pass out right now. Anyway,
Oh,
how are y'all? You good?
you are
Good to hear.
absolutely given the vibe of one of the pirates who I used to hang out with on board the ship. Sometimes he would just take a little bit of a long sea break, he'd call
Oh.
it, and he'd go up to the top deck and he'd just really get very close to the banister and he'd just smell it for a long time. And then whenever he was done, he would like buzz, man. Like he
Kachi,
was
very?
really
No, not currently.
Oh yeah, me too.
The insight check.
Sure.
That is a 14.
They seem to be on the level.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway.
How are the
So these
kiddos?
kids.
At this point, like the Knife Thorn's mom comes over. Like the Pixie has like a very similar kind of like this very like pointed, very archetypal kind of like Pixie look to her. The same pointed ears. Maybe has like a fraction of the earrings that Knife Thorn has, but has kind of these like circle almost like steampunky glasses on. Oh yeah, Kettle. Go ahead and keep administering those fluids there. They'll be fine. They'll be fine for now. And we've got it. Kind of comes over to you, this lot. Kind of floats down. Has like almost this like kind of innate like authority that Knife Thorn comes through, but with like similar like no mohawk, but like shorter kind of cropped hair out of the way. Has kind of like this yellow, almost like a cloak of sorts on, with slits for her wings. So Kettle says that that you lot were some of the ones who helped these kids. Curse breakers, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
perfect.
is your name Knifethorn Potpourri?
Potpourri Knife Thorn, yeah. My kid goes by their last name.
Potpourri. Why don't you go by Potpourri?
Well, my name's Potpourri.
Oh, your name's Potpourri.
Oh yes.
Wait, so
you met my kid earlier.
Knifethorn, what's your first name?
I don't have one.
Potpourri, what's her first name?
I bet you do have a first name.
I bet it's beautiful.
Sorry, Doctor.
Yeah, is it like deodorant Knife Thorn?
Yeah.
Is it like Febreze
Chopper,
Knife
you
Thorn?
have to tell us, please.
Is it Tchotchke?
It's Tchotchke.
Tchotchke Knifethorn?
Tchotchke Knife Thorn.
Tchotchke? That's cute.
I understand how Dr. Knifethorn doesn't really give the same ring as Dr. Potpourri.
It's a bit off-putting. I usually go by Potpourri rather than Dr. Knifethorn, but yet I don't know why the little one doesn't like sort of a soda-fed Knifethorn.
Say Sudafed?
Yeah.
Sudafed Knifethorn.
And I just love that this pixie canonically like has dealt drugs that they have got from their
Knifethorn
mom.
leans forward like, no, it's just Knifethorn.
That's fair.
All right,
I respect your name. All right, let's wake all the kids up.
Thank
and
you.
Yeah,
walk
are
them
they
through the
healthy
town.
enough for me to take them back? These are my new deckhands.
Oh, not exactly. We're having a bit of a. So these all of them have been a heavy exposure to sort of this cursed property. There's a bit of necrotic build-up within some of their organs. Normally something I can treat, but we're having a bit of a shortage on some of our medical supplies. So just doing what I can to sort of aid and abet some of the worst symptoms. I know I've let Lance know about some of my shortages to see if there's anything that could be done, but until I can get a few supplies from the Southern Forest, I'm a bit out of luck as far as permanent solutions to a lot of these kids' problems.
So what? Are they gonna die?
Yeah, they
not in the next few days or so. It won't be very comfortable. I can keep them going. If I can't get sort of supplies that I need in about a week, we start looking at some harrowing moments for some of the worst cases.
What is the
Alright,
point
well,
of having a crew if they are all just gonna die right away? That's
well, they
so
won't
storming
die if you
stupid.
save them.
I know, but that's another thing we have to do.
I would like to try to sneak away to go talk to Kettle at some point.
Oh
Like if
yeah,
there's a
like Potpourri can like hang out with like talk to like basically be filling in Kachi Trigger. We'll put like everyone has taken some damage, so she might like offer some antiseptics and like to look
Yeah,
the rest of you guys over. The kids are all stable. She's just trying to keep them comfortable.
I would also be like kind of going over like, okay, so like where are they going to stay now? Like, does Gilda have place? Do we have like subsidized housing for them?
Kachi,
Do
what are
we
you
have
talking
like,
about? They're staying with us.
oh, okay. So yeah, but while Gwen can go
I've got
over.
a few cots here. All of the wings live in the keep as well. So I can talk to Lance and Steela, see if they can make some room for some of the kids while we find some more permanent accommodations. If their home isn't exactly a nice place for them anymore, perhaps it's just time to find a different setup for school and orphanage.
I know a great place.
Oh, that's helpful. Is it? Do you know who run? Is it people looking for?
Yeah, here, let me tell you all about the House of Violets. And I'm gonna kind of wander her off into the corner, and I'm gonna start describing our home in the best house hunter of ways. Sitting in the picturesque center of a bustling town.
And Gwen, you can slink away to chat with Kettle, who's finishing is dressing one of like the kids who's lost an eye. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, no problem. You look tough.
Hey, little one, we're gonna fix your organs really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
What's up?
You'll be fine. Hey, so when you return and report how this went,
Yeah.
I was thinking it's probably best that you take as much credit for this as possible. I would love if you could distribute to the people you need to and get them on the same board and like tell Zeklin thanks for everything, but you know how hard it is to break into a new group. This is like kind of a big deal for you. So if you want to take full credit, say you did it by yourself, we're okay with that. We've all talked about it on the walk. But if you're pressed or if they don't believe you, like if that seems completely unreasonable, you can say that people showed up and helped fight the kids. Be as honest as you want. But because we're in this position where we have to talk to both, we don't want people to get misunderstood. So we're trying to not be there, but we also want you to succeed, Kettle.
This is we learned the fact that all of those things are under there, that's kind of that's a big deal. If you're sure, then I mean it's something it makes sense. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
I'd say you have located something that benefits her team greatly, so I'd say roll with advantage.
Like that was a great addition.
28.
Nice. Yeah. Succeeds very well. Like Kettle kind of looks like you can almost like see her like the wheels kind of turning, like a smirk kind of come across like her smile. Like Strut's gonna be pissed that he left the team before this. Like I assume because you guys are trying to like keep your cover as curse breakers intact.
Right.
We can operate. We'll find
More
success. We'll find Bam. We'll tell him that it was all us. He can get word back to sort of word back to headquarters.
Yes. And I feel like your success is our success, and if you later can help us out, that's better. And also, if you want to cover us for your mom whenever she asks about us, just say that we're doing good things for you. I know we are, but
you guys
round up.
I didn't sort of like you guys are very competent. We're happy to lend a hand to help you guys in the future if you guys need. This is
Listen,
awesome.
I'm a better friend than I'm an enemy. Let me tell you that much. Yeah, I agree.
A little bit of like, huh? What? Huh? Okay. Are you
Just gonna
guys?
just remind you.
Guys,
No,
we can let Veritas know kind of what the deal is. You got, but I mean, so
I
much you gotta figure out what to do with the kids and stuff, right?
we'll take the credit. It gets messy. I don't want you to get involved with our lies. So to Gilda.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Like,
So, but Cerulean Blasters are the only ones who have to take credit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
CB all the way. So it'd be funny if you made something a menu on your like a dish item that was the initial CB, and then I'm like we would know, but no one else would know. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That'd be like
You know what I mean? Like a special. I don't know. You're a chef.
okay, yeah. I'll put it on the menu, and if
You're
you
so
order
creative.
if you
You're so
order that
smart.
drink, then you'll know that like it'll be like a code. Like if someone's like
Right.
wrong, or if you need help, then
I like
you
that.
order one of the like either off the menu. If it has like CB, it'll get to the kitchen. I can come out
Yeah.
and like
Right.
I
Back up.
I guess.
Yeah, help. SOS. Odd. Check in.
SOS CB.
SOS. CB. Okay. Well, I'm always watching your back. Okay. Gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll pass the message along. I can talk to my parents about trying to find a place for some of these kids, but they'll need medicine. That's kind of.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, we're going to get the medicine for these kids. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If you can get the medicine, we'll find rooms for them at the tavern until we can find something permanent.
Okay. I love that idea. Also, any dirt on Scorch? I'm looking for a deal there. So if you have any.
I don't have anything. Bash knows dirt on most people. I can see if she knows anything.
All right. All right. And then I'm going to like give like a good, like, you did good, kid. I'm a figure of parental support. Pat on the back. You know what I mean?
No, she's kind of like, all right. And then kind of like goes back to like checking on some of like the dressings and things. That maybe
I turn and my face is like so neutral, couldn't give a fuck. And then I just walk back to the group.
Nice.
No, Trigger, you don't understand. Like, we do not have the housing. We only have one ghost.
Kachi, that's ridiculous. These children, not only are we going to get their medicine, we're going to give them a home.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys.
No, listen.
I know.
What else do we have going on other than this? We should be helping.
I don't think you understand what it actually takes to run a ship, okay? We need hands to swab the poop deck. I ain't
agree.
doing it all, okay?
I'm not going to have the hands swab the poop deck that are the ones pooping on the deck.
I promise I will potty train them personally, okay? If they aren't already.
don't
And I think
trust
most of
that.
them are.
That's
Just
a
because
big
one of them is named
responsibility,
Farts
Trigger.
and one of them is named Fart S doesn't mean that they're not all potty. I can
True.
do it.
Trigger, you barely wanted to take a shower and did so in a pond. That is
It's because
in a
my
water
body
feature of our
naturally
house.
secretes an oil that keeps me clean, asshole.
Wow, Kachi.
Literally, I'm of the sea, okay?
Okay.
I just.
Well, Potpourri doesn't need to be hearing all this, so why don't we say goodnight?
Well, the oil secretion should really only be if you're in salt water, not if it was a pond. It's usually fresh. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm also going through puberty.
Hyperhidrosis affects
it's a little
all
differently.
races, okay?
Yeah.
But if you're willing to sort of get the medical supplies, I can. I'll let Lance know that there's a team sort of taking it on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
if
you'll
we
be
get the
good.
medical supplies, do I get to keep these kids?
No.
I know Kettle said that her parents, they might have room in their tavern for them to stay for a couple
Nah,
of nights.
they already got enough. They're okay. Frankly,
Well, none
and I
of us
don't
are
mean to
really
say-
going anywhere, so we all kind of live together if you
That's
think
true.
about it like that.
I don't. As long as sort of the conglomeration here is sort of taking ownership or sort of responsibility for the kids.
Yeah.
I think that it's something that can be discussed as long as people are checking in on you, making sure the kids are doing fine. I don't
Our
know
house
that
has everything.
necessarily
It has
you-
our
I-
house has ghosts It has haunted mirrors. It has werewolves. It has
You did mention all those things when you were talking about
yeah.
the House of Violets.
This place has everything, I'm telling you. Wizards who have a little bit of dementia, all of it.
All things great for children. So it's definitely an option. I don't know. We'll say perhaps they can find loving families and such. Now that the curses is lifted, there's always a possibility.
And if you can't have these children be your crew, I'm sure we can find different children to be your crew.
I want different children. I
A
want
bit
these
troubling,
kids.
but
I know you always do love your first orphans you save.
They're not orphans. They're my crew now.
You're their father.
They're the eye.
Oh,
they're the
God.
eye patch batch, and I'm their head bitch.
Gilda, was that you down the corridor? Oh, sorry, Potpourri, we gotta go. Gilda already knows that we're here.
You guys are able to sneak out. Knifethorn does a hand signal to you three that no one talked about. Seems like they made it up kind of on the spot. As you all duck out, Kettle kind of gives like a look. Onyx has like it's like sitting on like just like a barrel inside here. Like immediately found a place that's out of the way, but also isn't like helping. It's like
Bye, Onyx.
and Zeklin has like a kid has like jumped on top of Zeklin's back, and Zeklin's just kind of like walking them around the room. All right, see you everybody. See you later, Gwen.
Oh wait, are we just gonna go to Gilda? Are we going home? Wait, hold on.
Well, we checked on the kids, which was really what I wanted to do. If Gilda's asleep, that makes sense. She's a person.
Yeah, that's but
like,
I mean,
there's like a quiet on in like kind of throughout the keep, for sure.
I feel like we're gonna have to talk to her eventually.
What if she's not here?
What? I'm sorry.
if she's
What?
not
Say.
here?
It's just us.
Can
Could
I?
you please talk louder?
What if she's not here?
Why would she not be here?
Well, what if she's up to something and she's gone?
Do you want to try and
feeling?
stalk her? Do you want to try and follow her?
I don't, but I think Trigger's allowed to do basically anything he wants. So I feel like Trigger should open every door until we find Gilda sleeping, and then say, "Oops, sorry, Trigger, open your door."
Are you giving me permission to be an agent of chaos right now?
Yeah, as long as you give us permission to pretend to reel you in.
Pretend. You guys are always my ball and chain. Am I right, ladies? Let's go.
As Trigger
Because
says
how
that,
does-
I'm already trying to sneak to her like throne room.
That's not when she's gonna be sleeping.
Can we pull open?
No, I'm trying to go into that big map room.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll sneak away with you.
Nice. So the floor that you are all on, leaving the med bay, to your right is like a spiral stone staircase that kind of goes up towards like the throne room and things like that. This is a very like utilitarian kind of hallway from the entrance from where you guys are. You haven't really seen the doors kind of open along the way. Give me a perception check. To say just like if you picked up anything as you were walking through this area in the past.
Natural one.
18.
Say, am I rolling as well?
Oh yeah, go for it.
But I'm going a different direction, correct?
I was imagining Trigger went left, like towards like the entrance to the keep, and Kachi and Gwen were going to the right for the staircase.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh wow, terrible. I don't know, 9.
From what you remember now, Trigger, as you kind of turn left out of the med bay and continue on, a lot of these doors, like even if like you try like a doorknob like carefully, they're all like locked. There's probably like a flicker of like firelight from below the doors here, at least like 4 of them kind of in the center of the room. But the doors that are closest to like the door where you walked in, where like the guards are kind of like chilling out, the doors closest to them are not locked, but there's no like light kind of coming from inside.
Okay.
I'd say actually one of them is locked. The other one is like You think you like peek inside, it looks like a closet, like an armory. There's like barrels and like a cannon and some like swords and shields and that kind of stuff.
I was told to be an agent of chaos, so I will go and I will take some padding cloth and I will shove it down the barrel of the cannon to try and stuff it up. And I'll also put a sword in there. And then I will,
Foul
and then I will,
cannon.
and then I will run back. And I was like, oh, I don't like being alone. I don't like being alone, guys. And I'll run back to where they are, if I can find them.
Nice. Yeah. As far as the other two of you go, Kachi, you do recall the floor that you're on now is you've walked it before to get to Gilda's like kind of like throne like meeting room. You've seen like an armory, the room that Trigger went in. You now know that this was the med bay. You probably haven't seen it open before. You know the room across from the med bay is like storage, if you've seen people come and go in there before. And you've seen Lance and Stila frequent the other rooms on this floor. It seems like they have either houses, they have like apartments or offices or something kind of on the bottom floor of this keep.
Yeah, I think Kachi would message Gwen and say, I think we should head to the throne, the meeting room, and try to find anything out about this tabaxi.
Okay. If we get caught, can you turn invisible?
No.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Let's go.
Nice. So heading up the stairs to get to the throne room. Nice. How are what's like the walking order? Are you guys proceeding like walking like you own the place? Are you stealthing? What's the vibe?
I feel like the vibe is like we're sneaking into the kitchen at 2 a.m. I think it's like we're not being sneaky, but we're trying to be quiet.
It's malicious, but we're trying it's not malicious, but we're trying to be quiet.
Yeah,
Nice.
If you catch me, I am standing in the middle of the room, but I am tiptoeing.
Nice. Go ahead and give me stealth checks from the three of you.
$23.
21.
14.
Very nice.
Every now and again, Gwen is just like, Gilda. Gilda.
I don't
Where's the
understand.
kitchen?
Do we want to find her or do we not?
As you go up these stairs, it's like a spiral staircase that kind of takes you past this first round up to the next one. You know that it leads to a landing that goes out onto kind of like this open space, like a ballroom that you've met Gilda at before. Like a throne is kind of in place, but it moves from here and there depending on when you guys have been here in the past. But as you go up these stairs, all three of you give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh.
This is the ballroom that we saw in the vision, right?
Yes, it's also the ballroom where you've met Gilda before.
15.
14.
It was so close to a natural 20, and now it's a 4.
As you go up these stairs, you all kind of like hit like one of these stairs. Gwen, as the first one, you continue kind of going up the stairs, but before you even kind of quite realize it, you realize you are alone as Kachi and Trigger fail a hold person trap on the stairwell, and you see almost like a flash of a blue light behind you from one of the doors on the bottom floor of the keep. And like almost like as you're held in place and kind of look, you see the blue scaled Steela step out of one of the locked doors that Trigger tested.
They can't move, so I'll Steela, thank God you're here. Do you know where Gilda's room is? We're back from a very important mission.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of late. If it's Cursebreaker stuff, normally it's Lance, but I can handle it for you guys. Like, you need to get paid or something?
Oh, should we have gone to Lance?
Yeah, he usually handles the Cursebreaker stuff. If he didn't know you guys were coming by, he probably
Can
would.
we just come back tomorrow? Should we come back tomorrow?
That works.
Okay. Is there a way to stop them or freeze them?
Oh yeah. Just follow me. And she kind of like goes and like pulls out like like a security tablet. So, okay. Boop, boop, boop,
I want to clock all this. I just want to figure out how to turn this off next time.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Not along. 13.
This seems like this tablet is connected to something, but hard to see exactly what it is. But Steela does a little something, and Trigger and Kachi's like boop drops. No sweat. Like, I appreciate the ambition, but as long as things like unless you guys are like hurt, you can wait till tomorrow. You guys should go get some sleep.
Nothing. Some sleep won't cure. Am I right? Thank you. So sorry to interrupt. Enjoy your evening.
No problem. I'm on guard duty, but luckily with the security and stuff in place, I can do it from my hot tub.
Oh,
you have a hot tub?
Oh yeah.
Up there?
Oh no, in my room.
Oh.
Can I?
Wait.
Can I? No.
Hold on. Now I'm entirely focused on your hot tub. Okay, so how did you get a hot tub in your room?
Oh,
was it just built there?
I'm like, aquatic dragonborn, so having like water nearby is nice. So
Yeah.
I pulled some strings. It takes up some space, but I'll sacrifice it. It's a good time,
If we wanted to get one installed in our own house, how could we do that? We just have like a regular pond right now, which also has a secret tunnel in it. But
Weedy might be able to kind of get it set up. He kind of like helped hook mine up, I guess.
Yeah, Weedy's cool.
Yeah, like Steela kind of like walks you guys like towards like her room, kind of opens it up and just like check it out. It's a very like simple room, fireplace on the end, bed kind of on one side. Most of the room is taken up by like this almost like a like onsen style like rock surrounded like hot spring basically in the middle of this castle.
Do you mind?
Oh,
do you mind if I real quick?
Okay. Yeah, typically.
Oh, Trigger, no, it's so late. No,
Cannonball!
I'm so sorry. No, Trigger. I actively try to hold Trigger back.
I think Steela might like. It's like that it's often used for. I haven't.
Oh, is this
it
a
for
sex
while.
thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, kid. There's like lube everywhere.
Yeah. I can.
We should go. Let's go home.
Yeah, I want a bath now. Yeah. Kachi, can I have a bath?
Good. Dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Goodbye.
Stop by whenever. I want to get a chance to clean everything.
I hope you have lots of sex.
Well, not like tonight.
Oh my god.
Okay, just in life.
Let you know when the next party is.
Yeah.
Whoa, what? He's very young.
As we leave,
not him.
These are the people that run this island?
Gwen?
Wait, yeah, who are you putting the moves on?
No, like whoever.
Quinn, do you think that they're hitting on you? Because you also that centaur wanted to totally bang you earlier with their massive centaur dick.
Maybe, but I am not about to have sex with someone who just responded to whoever as the pitch.
No, well, that's good. You know your self-worth. That's good.
Yeah, that really cuts through the romantic tension,
Yeah, Scarlet the Harlot
There's
told
already
me that
so
on board
much
the
tension
ship.
between us, so.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I learned a lot from the pirates on my ship about who and who you should not have stick things inside of you.
Always good lessons.
Yeah.
Always.
Five-Finger Frida, total freak. Man.
As Trigger recounts tales of Five-Finger Frida to Gwyn and Kachi, the party is able to make it back to the House of Violets for the evening, making their way towards like the south side of town after their expedition and meeting up with the party inside Gilda's Keep.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in the pond real quick. Give me a quick rinse. I'll be right back.
Trigger takes a trigger shower, which is just a dip in the pond.
Kachi, can you cast locate object yet?
I mean, I can or could, but I distinctly remember you saying that you could find that and we're gonna take that.
Then you were like, no, it's fine.
Yeah. You know, I figured I'd specify on a few things to help
It's
heal the
fine.
party
I'm
and
just gonna
boost
stab
morale.
this box and it will open eventually. I don't need the magical barrier gone. It's fine.
I come back.
If you give me a few years, maybe a few months, I could change out a spell or two.
I feel the same way.
So, what do we do now? Aside from like go to sleep for the people who need that shit.
Well,
I'll say, is Europa here, or is Europa like asleep?
Europa, like an elf only sleeps for 4 hours, and she retains like the moon elf, a lot of the moon elf stats versus like the werewolf stuff. So she is probably like kicking around. Like Lester has kind of like gone to bed by this point, but she hasn't like quite turned in yet.
Yeah.
Europa.
Yeah. Hey.
Can you cast locate object?
Yeah. I've figured it out thanks to some of the books that Bastion's been keeping.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Well, can you cast find familiar?
Not that one. Lester. It seems kind of like more of a Lester thing.
Okay, we'll do it tomorrow, but I might need you to cast that spell to open I have a magical parcel for me that I'm but I can't open it because they forgot I can't cast spells, so that much. So, but I have a package that I want.
We should be able to figure that out tomorrow.
Okay, you sleep. I mean,
oh yeah, I'll probably turn in soon. You guys want like a nightcap or something?
I could easily.
Europa, if you were in between trying to find out who is at fault on this island, whether it's the mysterious underground organization or the secret above ground organization, where would you start first if you were now suddenly caught in the middle?
Kachi, why would you ask her that? She was literally underground for years. That is really hurtful.
Yeah, she clearly has a side she's gonna pick.
Underground? Yeah. And she runs
How
she like just brings like a hot toddy, just like well, you know, you guys we were talking about sort of like Veritas and all that kind of stuff. I mean, if they're trying to find the truth of this place, I feel like that's not a bad place to start. If they name their entire place after truth, they can't really get mad at you for trying to figure out if they're lying or not.
Yeah, what's our order of operations going to be moving forward?
I'm going to be real upfront here. I want to adopt those kids.
Oh, we know.
So the kids need to live.
Yeah, it's fine. We can put in some extra work, but that means that they become mine. Okay?
Well, I think it's on the kids to decide where they want to go.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. But I think most of the eye patch batch is game for it. And that means that we'll have spies who can do whatever we want, and they can help Bass do stuff. And I'll have people who are a little bit closer to my age, which will be kind of cool, even though I'm not really a kid, but I'm not really an adult.
I will say, if you have a bunch of kids that everyone knows are yours, they are no longer spies.
Well, they don't have to know that they're people don't have to necessarily know that they're mine, but they can do little odd jobs and they can make money
Well, you
and
keep proclaiming them as yours, and you want them to live with you. People are
I
going to know
did
that
it
they're
for
yours.
2 people. For 2 people.
2 people can tell 2 more people, and that's mathematics.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not lying about everything like you are, okay? I just
Well-
want people to know that I want to adopt kids now.
So now people are going to know who your spies are. I'm just letting you know, like, that's the consequence.
Trigger has decided he's ready to adopt.
Yeah, because
I
Trigger,
support
I
it.
will agree.
Great instinct.
I-
I just think you need to distance yourself from the kids in the public perception.
I will
Okay.
agree to this, but you cannot be mad if they choose to go to loving families who will actively take care of them.
what are we? That's what a crew is. We love each
It's
other
not
and we take care of each
family.
other.
I feel like a crew carries with it some inherent danger, especially the way
Yeah.
that, like this house
An
tends to run.
implied compensation.
Oh, wait, you guys are getting paid for this? I'm here because I love
Yeah,
being
Gwen
in a crew
handles
with
the
you
money.
guys. Yeah, wait a second. Where's all my money?
I
Give
haven't.
me my money. Yeah, well, listen, everything carries danger with it. That's life. But who you choose to go through life with, that's your family. And I think that they deserve people who want them to live, and that's me. And hopefully you guys, because you don't suck.
I mean, I don't think
But
I
you
was in
can't be
danger for
mad.
the first 27 years of my life. I was pretty. I just like lived in a tavern.
Yeah, and then
Honestly,
you were plucked
everything
out
was
of it to
pretty
compete in a
hunky-dory.
deadly, like, Fey game. So, again,
but-
life just exists in danger.
Yeah, but I would say.
Why were you chosen
Honestly.
for that?
I mean, I don't know why I was chosen, but I competed. I went to go try.
Like, you wanted to do it?
Yeah, there was promise of like a tournament of sorts, with a high monetary prize.
So you did it for the money?
Yeah, I wanted to better the lives of like my family and stuff.
Oh. Well, and you won, so did you?
Yes, I sent money home to my parents to help them, but I never was able to visit home. I was on the way to visit home for the first
Right.
time when I got attacked.
Do you think they, use the money for something like a hot tub or like, I don't know, like to not be a tavern?
I don't know if they would have considered putting hot tubs in their rooms. That's not how we grew up. But I could certainly see them sprucing up a tavern or maybe adding a shop to like the storefront or something. But I don't know exactly what they did. I never got a letter from them, so I don't know.
I hope you get to see it one day.
I heard that they're doing well. I didn't see the letter. I just was told about it.
From who?
People. Trigger, come on.
Trigger, you can't change the conversation.
Why?
Right. Thank
We're not
you.
getting-
Gwen changes the conversation all the time.
And I'm going to do it right now because I'm
Name-
so tired. I need to go to bed. I am
Ah.
not an elf. I can't sleep on 4 hours of sleep. I'm a tired, sickly human.
Okay,
All right.
fine.
Let me know what I need to do tomorrow, everyone. I'm fine with whatever you decide. I
Oh,
trust
okay.
you all.
Good night. Trust you too.
When I go up the stairs and you watch me walk the railing, and I like look for a moment, and then I go in my room.
What was that about?
You hear lock. Like the stairs in my room.
What, going to bed?
Well, yeah, but it just seemed like, I don't know, like really removed. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. And like Gwen's like normally weird, but I thought it was extra weird.
Are you thinking into things too much? You had a rough night, Trigger?
Why do you always take Gwen's side on stuff?
I think because I feel like I can trust Gwen more with the important things.
You don't think you can trust me?
I didn't say I can't trust you. I just said with the important things.
Like, what's so important?
knowing when and when not to adopt at least 7 children.
Well, we don't really have a number, so it could be more than 18. But
It could be.
I think that there's strength in numbers. Is that wrong?
No, I agree that there are strength in numbers, sure.
But you don't think
But-
little kids can do good things?
I think little kids should live a life that they want to live without the worry of death every day.
Gotcha, no one's gonna die, okay? I mean, like our enemies, we're gonna kill them brutally and like murder them in their faces. But like we are not gonna die. We're really storming awesome. We've taken on everything so
Trigger.
far because we have each other.
Trigger, how many times have I not almost, that's dramatic. How many times have I gone unconscious in these battles that we've been in at least the last week?
I don't know. I kind of just thought you had like some sort of medical condition, like where it's just like, oh, he's fainted again. Ah, man, somebody get the smelling salts. I don't know. Listen, but you're not giving off that energy anymore. You already look stronger and hardier. It's like if I were to look at you and I were to look at Gwen, I know which one I would bet on in a fight.
That's great. Because I wasn't in this life until we got to this island. This is not what I do. I am not here to carve a path in whatever destiny you want to make as the most fearsome pirate.
Well, I never said that was your path. You just claimed captain, and so
I claimed captain because you tried to mutiny against Gwyn,
well,
and you did not want to be the captain.
well, I can't be the captain because I'm not a captain. Okay,
Okay, so you can neither be the captain, nor do you like the captains that we have available.
You're the captain. Do I have a problem with you being the captain? I say you're my captain,
Do you?
and I call you a ferret a little bit less. And you did some really good decision making today.
Thank you.
And I'll still follow your lead. And if you tell me that I can't adopt those kids, then I'll say fine, and I'll hate it, but I'll agree to it because I need somebody to tell me what to do. So if you tell me what to do, I'll do it. Okay?
Okay. Right
Sorry.
now, we need to go to bed, Sugar. It's been a long day.
Okay. I'm probably gonna stay up for a little bit, but you go to bed. You know me. I don't really sleep, so you're okay.
Fair enough. Europa,
Washing
we
dishes
had a
in the
wonderful
kitchen.
evening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Turn it in.
have a wonderful night. Yeah, turn
I
it in.
got you.
Good night. As I'll get like halfway up the stairs and like I'll look back. Sugar, you did well today. I mean that wholeheartedly. When I was trying to get everyone out, you still wanted to be in the fray and take on those giant eyeball things. And I know how hard that was for you. Well, I assume how hard that must have been. Good job.
Thanks,
And
Captain.
then I'll
Continue on. Europa comes out of the kitchen. Ugh, okay. Trigger, I'm gonna turn it in. You stand up?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up for a little bit.
Alright. You're in charge. And
I'm in charge.
yeah. The house is yours. I'll check on Lester before I go to bed.
Okay.
And Europa heads upstairs as well.
Trigger's sitting on the table. And he probably sits on the table. And he gets restless, so he probably goes out to the greenhouse observatory. He doesn't like how quiet the house is, but his mind's like really too busy.
Yeah, especially for someone so used to a ship, the creaking and rocking and sounds of the ocean, the stillness of this house when everyone else has already turned in probably feels a bit unsettling to someone who expects chaos.
Oh, I think Trigger's probably gonna open up the front door. Probably gonna go for a little walk on the night.
Nice. Trigger goes out, takes a bit of a stroll. As the 8-hour sleepers turn in, as far as this connection to the path is delving more into the mystery of the birch hanger or the whispering dagger, something that comes to Gwyn or Kachi's mind.
Oh, I feel like I can't do enough. And so I'm trying to think about how I can be more useful. And that's what I don't think I do anything, but I think that's what's on my thoughts when I go to bed. I think I'm thinking like, how can I be more effective? I don't feel like I did that the best way I could have done. Is it through the chakrams? Should I be extorting Scorch to make my bow amazing? I'm trying to think of like, how do I get more not more popular, more powerful.
You're
and
like striving for a niche, like
right, like I'm struggling in this group to stand out, and I'm blending in, and it's so like not what I'm used. I'm used to the extremes, and I'm in this neutral state, and I don't like it. And so I don't like it. And so I want to change it. That's what I'm thinking about.
Nice. As you drift off, mind reeling with chakrams, this connection to the past, the path. The pieces that need to come together to open this Fakana crate that you've held on to for a while.
Righting a wrong.
Under the bed. Righting a wrong. This
all these things I haven't
mechanical
done yet.
caretaker, Rashton, not Rashton, Radlin?
Jerem?
Jerem pops into your head. I was trying to think of the caretaker's name, but I lost it here.
Oh. I don't remember either.
The caretaker of order.
Oh, right.
Chiming in your head as you drift off to sleep. Kachi is this almost like the humming from the amethyst aria as you like lay down to bed. It almost gives a giggle from the hilt of your sword as you drift off. Is Kachi pulled to return to the Temple of the Path to find out more of the person that has been positioned as your challenge? Is there anything else coming to Kachi's mind as he drifts off?
Yeah, I feel Kachi is where Gwyn feels like he's trying to like fit into this somewhere and like stand out. I think Kachi is just getting very overwhelmed at everything that's happening, and like that it's not so much that like each path is like closed, but that each path has so many different avenues, and he doesn't know who to trust beyond this crew. And I think the looming nature of having someone come and attack them out of nowhere who might know more of him than he does of them, I think Kachi will be tempted to give a first sacrifice to the path.
Very nice. Almost as if like your subconscious knows this as you drift off to sleep. almost as you enter this REM, this REM state of being. You find yourself in that hallway once more, a place where you've been before, this hallway of torches illuminating this area, a dark figure at the end of this path. As you kind of appear, this whispered, like almost echoing voice coming down the chamber back to you. Welcome back, the Arbor Forged. The deal still stands. Should you wish to decipher a bit more about the birch hanger, all it takes is a bit of a sacrifice to make the challenge that much more difficult.
Yeah, come on, let's do it. Fine. What do you need?
Place your hand into the fire and you will be shifted one step closer to death for the time being, but the information may be worth it.
Put my hand in the fire.
Nice. This shadowy figure at the end of this hallway encourages you. You place your hand in the fire that says the birch hanger. As you place your hand into it, you are no longer in this hallway, this dream shifting and swirling, changing with you as you watch a wood elf sparring in the woods. They appear to be 20s, 30s, perhaps. Hard to be sure with elves. That could mean they are 100 or 200. They seem to be a skilled duelist to some extent. They swing their sword very gracefully. It appears that they have sort of a dueling fighting style of sorts. This cutlass that you may have seen, Kachi, having grown up in specifically like a sword crafting family, you know a hanger is a longer version of a cutlass. So the extended reach is helpful. Very similar to a rapier, but still like with a slashing element to it rather than like a stabbing one. Their hair is cropped short, kind of like spiky center, like a loose faux hawk. Green eyes, thin tattoos kind of cover their like face and their whole body. That makes their like greenish skin kind of look almost like the bark of a tree. As you watch them kind of dueling like a dummy of sorts, as kind of like fighting, you can kind of hear muffled voices like cheering them on from the side. And you notice the defining features probably coming to you in this vision. They have a earring that has kind of like this purple shimmering iridescent like detail to it, and they wear a headband around their faux hawk that is like a sort of a dark teal that appears to have almost like a uniform quality to it. And you watch them kind of shift and move very light on their feet as the vision kind of triples out. But you now know the appearance of the birch hanger.
All right.
As like you like warg back kind of out of this vision, you're back in this hallway, hand kind of out of this fire, and like your heart and kind of slows for a moment as this figure that's been kind of ushering you from the end of this hallway before. Yes, you now know your enemy. But should that enemy strike you down, you are but one step closer to death until you defeat them. Mechanically, Kachi, you now permanently, until you face the birch hanger, you have one death saving throw gone. So if you go down and fail 2 death saving throws, Kachi is permanently dead.
Oh my god, if you get hit once unconscious, 5 feet.
and as like this like figure at the end, there is more information to be gleaned. Should you wish to know the location of your opponent, a further cost can be paid.
No, I'm good for now.
Of course.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your steps along the path have begun the Arbor Forged.
Well, fuck, gang.
As this like leader of the path is in this hallway with Kachi, these torches kind of filling the area. Yes, that is, I'd say one sacrifice is enough for a night.
Yeah.
Feel the
yeah, I'd
warmth
say
of your
so.
flame, and you shall return home. Well, a version of it.
Yeah, I think Kachi tries to embrace like the warmth of like going back to sleep, but probably has that giggling from the amethyst like ringing in his ears, especially now that he's like with this like step closer to death.
Yes, you like stick your hands into like the torch flames of the like the burning symbol of like the Arbor Forge still glowing on this opposite torch. On like a nice warmth, like being wrapped in a blanket, sweeps you back in. As like these like the flickering of flames turns into almost like a long draw of like some sort of stringed instrument as it shifts into what feels kind of like a lullaby. That you get the sense that there is someone watching over you, playing you to sleep.
Matt.
Trigger, at your nightly walk, is there a destination in mind, or simply?
Yeah. So I'm gonna cut through town, retracing my steps, getting a little lost because I still don't understand how a city works. Trying to remember when I was last there, but I find myself, hopefully, after a bit of time, rolling up to Doubt's house.
Excellent. You find your way towards Doubt's house. Give me a just survival check, or I'll say survival or perception, because you're finding the path, but you're retracing your own steps. So either one.
18.
Nice. You are able to find your way to Doubt's house. Doesn't take you very long. You are able to kind of walk your way towards the lucky card. Whether you're intentionally doing so or moving along, you find yourself standing before this the trunk of the tree. This shop overtaken by a plant growth as the lucky card sign swings outside.
I'm gonna pound on the door.
Nice.
Or I guess, I don't know. I think I'll probably just open it. I'll probably, if I can. If it's
Almost
unlocked.
as you go to place your hand on the door, you kind of feel like a whispered invitation. Come in. And the door almost like a vine opens and pulls the door open for you.
That's not at all unnerving. You know I don't like you, right?
There is something about me you find unsettling. As this voice kind of carries through as she steps back out of the shadows.
Yep, it's that quality right there.
It is not something I'm unfamiliar with. I have that effect on people.
Last time I was here, you put us through that thing.
Yes, a
And
reading of fate.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
tinged by cursed magic. So, not to say I'm not to blame, but that's not typically the type of thing I enjoy doing.
But you saw it. You saw what we went through, right? You were with us for it.
I was guiding, yes. I believe I got bits and pieces of it as you went.
The thing that happened in the maze.
Yes.
The thing that I felt.
Fears coming to bear. Never a comfortable thing.
I think it's real. Is that possible that I made it real? From how afraid I was? Is that possible?
Have a seat. He kind of like gestures to her table.
Okay.
Like kind of like sits down and kind of like almost like shakes and like kind of like smoke, like puts like incense down and kind of like begins to swirl as she kind of like swirls it around. So you're curious if your fear manifested something within the cove, or if this source of your fear is real.
I just fought a whole thing of eyeballs, and I just feel like he's over my shoulder like all the time. And I think, yeah, I think he's real. And I think he's here.
When
And I need you to tell me if he is or not, because if he is, I need to know.
if you would like a definitive answer, the offer still stands. The epitaph bowl is available to you to use. I offered a free use of it for everyone who helped. Gwyn took the chance. You may do the same.
I totally forget what it does.
Ask a question, and you get an answer.
What's the catch?
A use of the epitaph bowl gifted freely comes with no catches beyond. If you use it again, you will find yourself feeling a bit closer to death.
Okay, I want to use it.
Of course. Go ahead, stand up for me, step back. She like almost like puts her hands on the table and like opens the trunk that is like this table in the middle. As like this wood swells into like almost like a spiral staircase, very similar to Gilda's Keep, like heading down. Excellent. The base of this well, there's a spring. Drink from it, and you may ask your question to whoever appears.
And what is probably the only time in Trigger's life, he moves exceptionally slowly down the staircase.
Step.
I guess the bottom, and instead of, plunging into water, which is the thing that he does, he very apprehensively cups his hands in, and he looks at it.
Like you kind of like see your reflection in like the water in your hands before you take a drink. The inky kind of blackness in like the reflection, you almost begin to like feel it surround you. So you bring your hands to your mouth, like blocking your vision as it comes back down. That inkiness has filled the room, has filled the area that you're in. You kind of see that reflection of yourself back on the floor itself, almost like a layer of water covers the ground. Small outcroppings of rocks here and there. Your ability to perceive the depths around you is shifted and out of place. So the horizon feels within arm's distance, but also miles away. On one of these outcroppings, a figure fairly clad in some black leather armor. Fairly rudimentary, fairly simple. Arms exposed, very lithe. Dark furred hindquarters of a satyr. Horns kind of pointed up into the air, a choppy haircut. Pirate tattoos cover her as she has a series of daggers stashed around her person. And she kind of like looks up at you. You seem scared, little one.
Yeah. I think I might actually be. And I don't tell a lot of people that.
Well, of course.
But I feel like I can... Wait a second. Are you Stormin... Are you one of them?
Thought you might know who I was, little one.
Hey.
Nico Stiletto. Astound captain, duelist of Corsair. Not so much in the flesh anymore.
What are you doing? What are you doing stuck in the bottom of this well? Sorry, that was Stormin stupid. Ignore me. Don't,
Some may call it a gift, some may say it's a punishment, but here I stand. Holding domain, to an extent.
You almost killed the gods. You did kill the... Well, you kind of... Well, really, it's kind of tough to... Wait, but that means that you can help me.
Yes. By being brave enough to walk this close to death, I can answer a query. I will not provide more information than you need, but I will not lie to you.
Okay. But you couldn't, like kill somebody if I asked you to, could you?
We've just met. Perhaps save that request for later.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We'll be, like, real good friends before I do that. I wouldn't, like, call on that favor premature. Like, we all have that one friend who's like, can I have tickets? And you're like, I haven't spoken to you since never mind. Okay. I need to know if the Cyclops is on the island.
Nico kind of like leans back, like pulls like a bottle from like behind her. Take the swig.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just courage, I suppose. Take it easy though. Rest assured, Cyclops, the Cyclops, is not on this island.
And the thing I saw in the cave, in the maze.
Physically, he's not here. But his lessons, his punishments, his threats, those are all in there. He kind of points at you. There's a power here connected to him. A power he borrows. He's not the only one that pulls from it. Power that perhaps feels like him, like an echo. But I suspect it's a power you're braver than.
Thanks, Nico.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna give him a hug.
She kind of like pats, touches your head a bit, from one pirate to another.
And I just whisper up, "You're my hero."
Oh. It's been a long time since someone said that. Not sure never thought I deserved it, but feels good now, right? And Nico kind of pulls you out, like from like almost like from the hug, hands on like your shoulders, and kind of like, takes a look at like your pirate brand, like the pirate brand that you kind of created. Looks at the other shoulder, and kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, seems like you're working on one of these of your own.
I guess if I'm part of more than one crew, I need more than one brand, right?
And she kind of like shows off like her like series of tattoos. That's my parents. That was mine. And that was one of my wife's. Our collection.
Oh. I'm gonna stare really closely at the one that she said was hers.
Nice. The one that she had was hers. It is a knife that's like hanging down that has like a rope tied to it, up and kind of swirled around. So like a stylized like a rope dart is
cool.
Like Nico's tattoo, like her crew would have.
Okay, well, I should probably go get some sleep or something. You are dead, but you'll be around for a while, right?
I'll be around till the end of Corsair.
Well, knowing how things are going, it could come sooner rather than... If I want to come back and visit you, I have to go closer to death, right? And you don't technically have to answer this question because I know I already asked you the one question, but like if we're cool and stuff as friends, you know, you could answer more. That's up to you.
You've drank from the bowl, Trigger. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Gwyn too.
Oh, cool. And I'll keep an eye on Gwyn too. So we can all keep eyes on Gwyn. I think Gwyn needs more eyes on him. Okay, bye. And I'll just kind of hop around and then sit, and then I'll like turn kind of embarrassed, like, oh my gosh, I already said goodbye there. I can't. Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
Trigger, you've communed with the epitaph bowl as you walk up. Doubt kind of like stands there, kind of like hands clasped in front of her, head kind of down here, knowing fully well that like her services are done. She's just here, almost like here to be like, if you're finished, you can leave. If you need a chat, I'm here.
Thanks. Some of the stuff you deal in kind of sucks, but that's not really your fault. That's just life.
We're all play the hand we're dealt. She kind of gestures to like the lucky card logo.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to play. All right, bye.
Trigger, you head out of the lucky card, having communed with the epitaph bowl. Had a little run-in with Nico Stiletto in regions beyond. I presume you're making your way back to the House of Violets?
Yeah, and I feel a lot more purpose than when I left.
Nice. Trigger, as you approach the House of Violets, you see maybe a candlelight or two in a window here or there, depending on if Europa has turned in just yet or if Bastion is up and walking around. The house that you left feels perhaps warmer than when you last walked away. The sounds not quite as haunting in the stillness. And as you walk towards the door to head inside, you get a whiff of... It smells like something died. And you see a body slumped against the door to the House of Violets. And that's what we'll pick up next time with Shattered Ships.
We don't even get to know who?
No.
Matt Williams.
Maybe it just smells like it died, but they didn't die, you know? It's just like they just smell bad.